you have your drawing set up, you can move things around. So you keep on projector view and you can project more parts, but we don't need to do that. We've got 3 views, which will be enough. So by moving the parent part, the others will change, as you can see. And you want them so they are relatively equally spaced and enough space around them for the dimensions. Now, once you're happy with that, you can go up and you can choose the dimension tool. So D for dimensions. You want to dimension everything that is necessary for somebody else to understand how to make this product or this part. So if I was to just dimension this circle diameter, they would know the size to drill, but they wouldn't know where to drill. So you then have to tell them from this datum plane at the bottom, they need to be drilling 12.36 millimeters up, and from this plane on the right, they're going to be drilling 1.8 millimeters in. Okay, so think about how you're going to communicate this most effectively. And you want to try and be as neat as you can with this, and think about where you're placing your dimensions. So for the piece down here, maybe we want to look at this length as well. That's going to be an important length. We need this radius. That's going to be important. And that's probably it for this drawing, okay, because it communicates down here as well that we've got these dimensions. So I can talk about this dimension here, and I can talk about the thickness of the material as well. And I can also talk about this angle here being 200. So to make this a little bit neater, potentially I want to get rid of that 5 there and move the 5 up to this. Oh, that's a 6.37. So that 5 is going to need to be there, but we can think about how we can make that a little bit easier for them to understand. We can drag that down to the bottom so there's a bit more space. So just trying to make it as neat as possible. If I want, I could maybe move this whole piece down slightly to give us a bit more space. So at the moment we are pretty happy. We know all the major dimensions, and somebody would be able to build their product from, or our part from this. So just to clarify, this is the front, this is the bottom piece, and this is the left side of the product. In terms of other dimensions, there's lots of different options that I'll go into shortly, but this is a very basic understanding of how you're going to use your dimension tool. Next up is using this drawing down here. So in terms of the basics, you're going to want to name it. So you might want to say sharpener blade, like so, green tick that. You might want to explain the drawing number, so how many drawings you've got. Sheet 1 of 1, it is at the moment. Material finish, all the usual things that you will know when you're making a part need to go into here. Everything else will be done automatically. If you've got someone that's approving it, maybe a colleague, maybe a senior person, maybe a teacher, you can write their name and the date in here, and then you can both sign it once it has all been checked and signed off. So that is the basics for your orthographic drawings. I'll show you how to save it and some more dimensioning tips shortly.